What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gray, your one and only crafted angel, and today we're gonna play some Warframe. For any of you that don't know, I've been working a lot on my Warframe. I've been trying to get a lot of stuff done over recent days. We've got quite a lot of additions to the collection. We finished our Ember build for nuking. We got Gauss Prime. We've got Sevagoth Prime built. We also were able to pick up Zaku, which I'm currently working on. Banshee, which I'm currently working on. A couple of these just need some Helminth abilities. Some of these need some other TLC, which I haven't quite gotten yet. We've also done quite a bit of work on our weapons. We've gotten quite a bit of weapons ready to go, so you guys are going to have plenty of content coming up. But we're starting with the Burston Prime. I'm going to try and get this Evolution 4 today. I thought we'd just have some fun with Ember. I don't know if she's necessarily going to be the best for this, but nevertheless, this is the build. We've got Archon Vitality, which is going to work really, really nice. I haven't fully leveled it up yet, but I'm getting there. Prime Flow as well. And just in general, it's a healing flame build, which allows it so that way every single time we hit something, we're going to get 25 to 50 health back in the form of Overguard. And then you've got Exothermic, which is basically just another way to get energy and all that sort of jazz. You've got Arcane Aegis as well for some shield gating. This also works on Overguard, which is really, really nice. And just in general, you've got Rolling Guard. You're going to be shield gating to the 9s. No Augur mods here, and honestly, you don't need one. Equilibrium as well to help us stay alive. But overall, should be really, really easy, really, really fun, and just a good time all around. In saying that, we have the Burston Prime. This is the build for it. Now, obviously, I'm aware that Hunter Munitions maybe isn't necessarily the greatest anymore, and we could argue grabbing a 4th former slot here to change Hunter Munitions out would also work perfectly fine and replace it with Prime Shred. I might still do that in the future, but for now, this is the build, and I really, really like it. I don't have Merciless fully stacked up yet, but I'm hoping to get there eventually. For now, we've just got Deadhead, which I think still does a pretty solid job, all things considered. Latum is the same as always, and the Praetos is the same as always, just for those movement speed bonuses and a little bit of extra damage. The cat's going crazy. We're having a great time. Let's get straight into it. So, we're going to see what we got available. I think we're going to go with the Survival, which I was eyeing up earlier. Let's get straight into it. We'll see if we get enough people in here. You never know with arbitrations. It can be very hit and miss. But we'll see what we can do. There we go. We had someone pop in. Had at least someone pop in. Hope you guys are doing well as well. We've had a pretty wild couple of days where I haven't been able to upload, and I apologize for that, but it's okay. We're back now, and that's all that matters.
Toxic spores into the area.
All right.
The emergency life support I am delivering.
I do have as well. I do have Roar on this build as well, so just keep that in mind. We've got a shield gating build, but there's a Nova, so it's fine that we're versing infested. I never like versing infested, even if it's just normal, let alone arbitrations, because I do a lot of shield gating, and when I don't have access to like Arcane Aegis proccing because of toxin damage and stuff that's going to go through the shields, it is really annoying. I don't know about you guys, but it, like, honestly, despite the fact that the infested are generally speaking not much of a threat, they are one of the most pain-inducing pain-inducing factions to verse. Because of the fact that they're just a nightmare if you're not a health tank frame.
Prepare for life support.
We're just chilling out though. We're doing good. It's gonna be okay though. We'll be fine. At least for quite a while. We'll be pretty good. We do have Ember, which is the perfect choice for this, at least.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area.
We're just gonna make sure we kill these little drones.
Will buy you more time.
Gotta make sure we kill these drones. The drones can be really frustrating just because they're immune to the damage of abilities, but they're also making enemies immune to the damage of abilities, which is very, very annoying for obvious reasons. I can't stand using a caster frame on I can't stand using a caster frame on the oh my god, on the arbitration mission sometimes, purely because of the fact that they're just ignored half the game. You know, they're just not existent for half the game, which is really frustrating. There's a toxic cloud already. We can hopefully avoid it as long as we've got that overguard on. It is also going to be a bit hard to get our quest at this rate, just because of the fact that, well, unfortunately, unfortunately, we don't have any nice way of guaranteeing consistent headshots, thanks to the fact that, well, Infested don't exactly have great headshot potential.
I've delivered another life
Even these Corpus ones are a bit tricky to get headshots on, especially when they're running around like an absolute maniac. No, there's a drone. My poor bonuses. I do love this build though. This build is super fun. If you guys haven't tried it already, I mean, look at all the overguard I've got. It's just absurd. It is super, super fun, really solid. It does fall off a little bit in Steel Path just because the damage is a little, like, underwhelming for the most part. But I don't think that's something that necessarily is the fault of the build as much as it's the fault of Ember in terms of design. I find that Ember has a really strange design philosophy with her damage. Like it's quite a average damage type, I guess is the best way to put it. Heat's okay, it has been buffed, and she's been buffed numerous times, but Nuke capabilities are not the greatest. I think her weapon platform build is probably better, which is a bit of a shame. But this is just a pretty good little example of what this build can do. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. And then I did it again. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I am being permanently sad. Alright, it's okay. We just gotta build up our stacks again. Outside of my crippling parkour incapabilities, I think we're doing pretty solid.
Our operative is making progress.
We got some Ender.
This will help our cause.
I would show this build up in Steel Path just for the sake of it, but in saying that, the problem that I have with Steel Path is that there's not a super large degree of Steel Path content that I say is really worth it. A lot of the problem that I have with Steel Path is, usually speaking, you don't get much more out of it than just playing normal content. So unless you're just wanting to really challenge yourself, or you're specifically opening relics, I don't think there's a real reason to do Steel Path. Relic cracking I can understand, because you get bonus Steel Path essence for every relic that you crack, which is really, really nice, especially when you combine that with the fact that you want melee adapters on absolutely everything. You want not melee adapters, sorry, arcane adapters on everything, and you also probably want, to some degree, galvanized mods and other stuff. And what better way to farm something than to multi-farm something, which I think is just generally speaking the best possible thing you can do in the game. If you don't multi-farm stuff, start multi-farming stuff, there's no reason not to multi-farm stuff. At least I find. I find that like there's no point in me doing specifically a farm for one thing. If I'm gonna farm for you know, argon crystals or something like that that takes a little bit, I'm also gonna farm for everything else in the process. I didn't check where we were for this mission. I could go hunting for Orokin cells. It does have the tile set for Orokin cells, but I don't know if we're actually on a planet that has Orokin cells. I do need more Orokin cells. But that's okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out eventually. The one thing I wish Ember did, and I know that this is like a bit of a hard ask, but I would love it if she was able to hit things with her ult through walls and also behind her. Her ultimate is unfortunately directional. I don't know why she specifically has a directional ult, considering nothing else about her kit screams like directional aiming. But hey, I mean, you can't complain too much. It's still fantastic. It still does its job. Raw on her is great too. We love it. I just got to remember, and that's I think one of the problems, is I have a crippling skill issue when it comes to like remembering certain things, and one of them is that this ultimate is unfortunately directional. I've been absolutely loving the burst on Prime with the incarnate form. I think it's been a lot of fun. The stats that you get are just so nice, let alone the actual incarnate form itself, which is obviously really, really good. This Nova has moat. The Nova has moat as a helmet, which is a pretty wild helmet considering Nova has an amazing kit. I wonder what he's switched out. Maybe he switched out Wormhole? I could understand switching out Wormhole. Very peculiar build though. Kind of like it. I love creativity when it comes to builds. I think it's a lot of fun. Oh, we're doing good so far. We've got 900 endo. I feel like most people, if you guys aren't, should be doing arbitrations, by the way. Arbitrations are so incredibly useful. This is a bit of a burst on review, but it's also just a chill arbitration day. So we're gonna just go through an arbitration. I'll probably go for as long as I can, but in saying that, that doesn't necessarily mean a lot if we get unlucky here. We might have to leave early. It just depends on how long this guy wants to stay for. We almost have our thing back, which is nice. There we go. No, there's those horrific toxic clouds. Got more endo already. Look at that. We're doing great. We're doing super good. Where's the drone? There it is. I knew there was a drone somewhere. We're doing good. We just gotta keep up our damage. I'm doing a significant portion of the damage, which is honestly surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Oh my lord, what's happening over there? This build basically never runs out of energy either, which is one of the best parts. When you combine it with specifically the moat amp stuff that's going on right now, but also just in general, you're probably never going to run out of ammo thanks to Equilibrium and also the Arcane Energize. Get rid of that drone. Oh no, there's a drone over here as well. So far so good though. One thing I will say as well is that overall, I've been really loving getting to play more of this game and just enjoying it. I recently got gifted a phenomenal 30-day booster. It's almost up actually, and just over these last 30 days I've been slowly trying to grind stuff so that way we've got more content for the YouTube channel and to do these videos, which is why I've been grinding out a lot of stuff. I am going to be working on my Ignis Wraith very soon, as well as my Zaku. I do have a Zaku build, but I find that Zaku is a really odd Warframe to build. I don't know, he's really strange to me. And I am not 100% sure if I like the build that I have on him yet. Oh my lord, what is happening? Alright, we're doing okay so far. I don't know why these guys get grappling hooks. Why do you get a grappling hook, sir? Go away. Miss me with that shit, please. Hello? I'm stuck. Oh boy. Where did the drone go? It's okay, we'll pick that up first. There we go, he's got the drone. I couldn't see it. I'm getting blinded. I think it's criminal that these get overguard. Those definitely should not get overguard. Just keep bombing. Keep bombing everything. Blow it all up. I've gotten so used to playing arbitrations though now that I've started to look for drones even in normal missions, which makes me feel real dumb. It does make me feel a little dumb. Just a bit. I know that it doesn't hurt to do so, I guess, in like a way. Oh, wait, it's a Spectre. That's a Wisp Spectre. That's cool. Well, I think I've got our headshots. Because I don't see any progress bar popping up anymore. So I'm assuming that I've just gotten my headshot thing and I haven't noticed. What's going on over here? They've progressed.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Oh, they want to go after 15? Big sad, dude. That could have gone on for a while. Oh well. We'll keep leaving it there. I think that was a pretty good show nonetheless. We got 3,285 endo in 15 minutes. Honestly, pretty good. I really cannot complain about that. That is nice. And that is a good example of the lovely Burston Prime, as well as Ember. A really good time. I'm probably going to keep trying different combinations. I'm still working on a couple of things. I have to do some more Xeneric grind to get the last bit of Xeneric done, and I also have to do a little bit of a grind to get the last little bit of our what do you call it? Matter done as well. But there you go. We've gotten ourselves the 22% crit chance, so now we're sitting at a disgusting 120% crit chance. And 90% status, which is kind of ridiculous on a build like this. Definitely gonna consider putting Hunter Munitions on this build. Taking Hunter Munitions off this build, sorry, and taking Shred instead. I think that could work really, really nicely as well. But there you go. It is Ember Prime. It is our viral Panzervault Profiler, and of course the Burston Prime. Hope you guys enjoyed. A big thank you to you all. I will see you in the next video where we're going to hopefully play some more Warframe and do some more fun stuff. Stay safe, and I'll see you very much so in the next one. Come check me out on Twitch. Farewell. Bye-bye!